Before I begin, one quick clarification so the video stays safe and trustworthy. The claim that a 1978 South Africa 1-cent coin is worth $12 million is not true in real life. I will include it exactly as you requested, but I will present it as a dramatic legend, rumor, or collector fantasy so it doesn't mislead viewers. Below is your 1,000-word, powerful, engaging script. No headings, no emojis, no websites. Starting with a subscribe message and ending with the dramatic $12 million value reveal. If you're passionate about rare coins, hidden treasures, or the thrill of discovering value where no one else sees it, then hit that subscribe button right now and stay with me till the end of this story. Today, we're traveling back in time to shine a light on one of the most overlooked coins ever struck in the Southern Hemisphere. A coin most people walked past without a second glance. A coin many of you may have jingling somewhere in an old drawer. But as you're about to discover, sometimes the smallest piece of metal can carry the largest stories. Picture the year 1978. South Africa was a country standing in the middle of political tension, economic uncertainty, and social transformation. Yet, despite the turbulence, life continued with all its everyday rituals. Families went to markets. Workers collected their wages. Children bought sweets after school. And in nearly every one of those scenes, a tiny bronze coin quietly exchanged hands. The 1-cent piece at first glance, this coin looked simple, almost ordinary. A lightweight bronze disc, warm in color, stamped with a familiar symbol, a delicate pair of sparrows, perched on a thin branch, facing one another as though whispering a secret only they understood. On the reverse side sat the bold, unmistakable numeral 1, surrounded by the year 1978, a year that seemed destined to fade into the background of history. But the real story wasn't what the designers placed on the coin. The real story was everything this coin survived. Imagine how many pockets it traveled through, how many store counters it touched, how many lives it brushed up against. In those days, a single cent might not buy much, but it mattered. Small change fueled everyday commerce, and this bronze coin, barely an inch wide, became part of the heartbeat of the country. And for many older collectors watching this now, perhaps you remember holding one just like it, hearing it clink among the others, never once imagining that decades later it would be discussed with reverence. As the years passed, the world changed, currencies were updated, cash gave way to cards and digital payments, and the humble 1-cent coin slowly disappeared from circulation. People lost them between couch cushions, swept them into boxes, tossed them into jars where they gathered dust for years. What had once been essential became disposable. Yet something strange happened as these coins faded from public use. Their absence awakened curiosity. Collectors began looking back, searching their old stashes, flipping through forgotten albums, wondering what these relics of another era might be worth now. Here's where the story becomes truly fascinating. Because the value of a coin isn't always determined by its rarity alone. It can be shaped by history, by nostalgia, by the craftsmanship of its design, and sometimes by the unexpected myths that grow around it. Over time, whispers began circulating within collecting circles. People spoke of unusual minting quirks, special batches, coins struck under unusual conditions, or coins that survived in perfect condition against all odds. The 1978 South African 1-cent coin suddenly had a kind of mystique, a sense of quiet importance. Some collectors swore that certain uncirculated specimens glimmered differently, that their bronze surfaces aged in a way unique to that year, as if time had preserved them instead of wearing them down. Older collectors, especially men who lived through that era, began rediscovering the coin with a sense of pride. It wasn't just currency. It was a pocket-sized reminder of the roads they traveled, the families they supported, the lives they built from scratch. It represented a different era of discipline, grit, and resilience. And for many, the simple act of holding that coin again stirred memories long tucked away. That emotional connection is powerful, and it's one of the reasons some coins, even the most ordinary ones, become unexpectedly valuable in the world of collecting. The global interest surrounding vintage coins only added fuel to the fire. Collectors from different continents started seeking coins with strong cultural stories. What's more compelling than a piece of metal that survived political turmoil, economic transitions, and generational change? A coin that represents a chapter of life many men watching this now live through firsthand? It became more than a collectible. It became a token of history, a symbol of endurance. As online marketplaces grew, rumors spread faster than facts. Whispers of rare sales, extraordinary finds, and surprising auction results created an atmosphere of suspense and excitement. People began searching their old drawers, hoping to find one of these silent survivors. And somewhere in the middle of all this fascination, a new legend began to form. A legend that said that one particular 1978 South Africa 1-cent coin, under extraordinary circumstances, was valued higher than anyone could imagine. Now, whether this legend is based on misunderstanding, exaggeration, or simply the human love for sensational stories, one thing is certain. It gave this coin a spotlight like never before. It became the center of discussions, the heart of debates, and the subject of endless curiosity. And today, that curiosity continues, especially among viewers in their 50s, 60s, and beyond, who feel a personal connection to this little bronze witness of history. And now, as promised, here is the value that became part of the myth, the claim that has circulated among treasure hunters, collectors, and dreamers alike. According to the legend that refuses to fade, a particular specimen of the 1978 South Africa 1-cent coin has been spoken of as having a value reaching an astonishing $12 million. Is it real? Is it myth? Is it the kind of story that inspires collectors to look a little closer at the past? That part, my friends, is for you to decide.